Hello YouTube, and welcome to part 2 of the wheel loader waste fix. Got that one right now. As you saw in the first episode, we just took the wheel loader apart, and that was a biggie. In work times it took a hell of a lot longer than I anticipated, as usual. I was hoping that the play in the waste would be in the front end, because it's so much easier to access, but the play on that one was not that bad, and I got expanding bolts in the front end that will take that little play anyhow. The problem was in the back end where the bearings are seated. The front, the upper one, I just could pull out. It's where it was supposed to seat, so that one had, like, at the worst place, 0.5 millimeter, so 90.5. That's a lot play in it. And the lower one was seated as it should, but it was 92 millimeters, 2 millimeters overbore, and it had some kind of homemade rings, sleeves, can call it. And I'm a bit torn if I'm going to just line bore it and reuse, but with a bigger size, or just weld in and bring it back to the right size again. And I haven't decided yet, but I'm leaning towards just try to weld it. And if the welds don't, if it turns out it's no good, I can just bring it out to this size again, or a little bit more even, and do the same thing with the upper one. Bring it out a bit, but I'm going to try to weld it first as a try. And I got my mobile line boring kit. This is a Swedish made Gotland, and it's mobile. You just use a power drill, but I need to make the axle sturdy enough, and I don't think I got enough room to do both the upper and lower one at the same time. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up to the lower, using the upper and lower, and not create enough space on the upper one to do it at the same time, and do the lower one so it's in good spec and everything, and then just take it all apart and re-center this one again, but to do the upper and do that separately, because I don't think I have enough room to do both at the same time. So that's the plan anyhow. It might change as we go along. So let's get at it. I'm going to take out the bottom plate of the wheel loader so I can work from the inside here to gain access. So let's take that one out first. There. Now the lower bearing holder, I don't know. I turned so it's 89.9 millimeters, give or take a couple of hundreds of a millimeter. I don't dare to go any closer than this because it's on the both sides, so it's fifth of the 100 millimeters on each side, and if I measure anything wrong here, I want to be on the safe side. I can probably just use sandpaper if I want to go any more. So let's take this one apart and weld the upper one and do that one. So now we are within 1/10 of a millimeter on this upper one, 89.9, and some places a little bit shy under that, over that. I mean, and that's only 5/100ths of a millimeter on each side. So I don't dare to go any closer. If I need to get it a little bit, I'm just going to use some sandpaper or heat and cold to fit it. So I'm done here, so let's just take the line boring kit off. Now there is a delay on like a week before I get the new bearings, this upper and lower one. So in the meantime I'm going to clean up this and paint it. It's not really necessary, it's just makeup on this kind of machinery, but something to do and it looks nicer. This is also a perfect opportunity to change the pads on the handbrake. So I'm going to do that too. There, I started to take apart the handbrake, as it's very convenient to reach it right now, and I just thought change the pads, not enough meat on the pads, and here's the drum, looks like brand new, no ridge marks or anything, and here's the pads, made in USA, warning sign for asbestos, but they are not worn at all, they are like brand new. So something else is wrong with the handbrake because it doesn't work. And it's a lot of stuff to get reach the mechanism for this. And this was actually a line boring video. So the line boring is finished, so I better change video. So this will be part 2. So if you want to see the handbrake and the rest of, hopefully the rest of the assembly of the stuff, click on part 3 of the videos. And thanks for watching. Bye bye.